Good evening, everyone. Today I will discuss John Milton's an epic poem, The Paradise Lost, and The Paradise Lost, Book 1. And now, in the Book 1 of Paradise Lost, I will discuss, in today's discussion, I will discuss only the Satan speech. In the Paradise Lost, there are 5 speeches by Satan, but in my discussion, I will only discuss the first speech by Satan. So, when all the fallen angels are very sad, then Satan is trying to convince them and trying to motivate them because before that they were in heaven in that happy place, and now they are in hell. So, Satan is breaking the horrid silence of hell throughout his speech. So, let's dive into the text. If thou beest he, and Satan is referring to Beelzebub, thou, here thou is Beelzebub. Satan is saying that if you are the same Beelzebub who were in heaven and now you're that same Beelzebub, oh how fallen we have, God has cast out us from heaven to hell. How changed from him we have changed, our outward appearance has changed, our brightness has changed. Who in the happy realms of light, here happy realms of light refer to heaven, that previously we were in heaven, clothed with transcendent brightness, didst outshine myriads so bright. He is saying that Beelzebub, when you were in heaven, you were so bright that the fallen, the other angels were nothing to you. You are brighter than many of the fallen angels, many of the angels. If he whom mutual league, again notice, Satan is using he, means emphasizing it. If he whom mutual league united thoughts and counsels, if you are the same Beelzebub whom we have planned together, we thought together, we have given counsel together, equal hope, we had equal hope and hazard in the glorious enterprise. We had equal hope to win the heaven, to revolt against God. Are you the same Beelzebub? Joined with me once, and all the things you had joined with me in heaven before. Now misery had joined in the equal ruin. That when we were in heaven, we had many lights and many things we planned together, we had equal thoughts and everything. But now misery or sadness has joined us. Sadness has also joined together. We are now also together, and before also we were together. Now misery hath joined in equal ruin. Into what pit thou seest, from what height fallen? Here height means the height from heaven to hell. So much the stronger proved he with his thunder. Here he is referring to God. That so much the stronger proved. He proved himself so much stronger. Because of how? Because of his power of thunder. Because of God's thunder power. Until then, who knew that force of those dire arms? Satan is saying that we were unaware to know that God has the power of thunder, and we didn't know it before. Who knew the force of those dire arms? Yet not for those, not what the potent victor in his rage. Now, nor what the potent victor. Here potent victor referred to God. In his rage, rage means anger, can else inflict. Do I repent or change? Furthermore, if we have God has punished us, and furthermore if God again punish us, shall we repent or change? We will not change. Though changed in outward lustre, that now we are in hell, so our outward appearance, our brightness has changed. That we were angel in heaven, but now we're fallen angel in hell, so our brightness has changed. That fixed mind and high disdain from sense of injured merits, that with the mightiest raised me to content. But the high hate, because we had hate towards God, and that's why we revolt against God. And to the fierce contention brought along innumerable force of spirits armed that durst dislike his reign. And to the fierce contention brought along, and in the hell, not only we are only two, not innumerable force of spirits, the other angels also revolt against God. They didn't like the power of God to serve under God. That's why they also revolt with us, and me preferring and with us also. That durst dislike his reign. They also disliked God's reign. His utmost power with adverse power opposed. I mean, we had not the power of thunder, but God had the power of thunder. That's why God has defeated us and cast out from heaven to hell. In dubious battle on the plains of heaven, and shook his throne. Even Satan, I think Satan is lying to Beelzebub, trying to convincing him, because he is saying that and shook his throne. How he can shook his throne? Because God has defeated them. God has sent them from heaven to hell, but now he's saying that shook his throne. When we revolt against God, we shook God's throne. Is it possible? Or Satan is wishing that one day we will defeat God, and one day we will be the winner, the emperor of heaven. Next line is very important, and it is describing Satan's character, that how actually the Satan is. What though the field be lost? What happened if we have lost the field, the heaven? What happened? All is not lost. We have not lost everything. God has not defeated everything. The unconquerable will. God has defeated us. God has defeated our body, us, our power. But God has not defeated our unconquerable will. Unconquerable means our will, our willpower, our wish. God has not conquered that. And study of revenge and our intention of revenge, God has not defeated us. We have the still hope of revenge, and we will take revenge of God. Immortal head, we still have immortal head towards God. God has not defeated that. And courage never submit or yield, and what is else not to be overcome. And our courage is never submit to yield. We will never submit or yield. So from these lines we are getting that Satan is a person who is trying to convincing Beelzebub that God has defeated us, our power, but God has not defeated our willpower, our revenge power, the hateness we have towards God. God has not defeated that. That glory never shall his wrath or might extort from me. Yes, God has, now we are in hell. So God has taken away our brightness, our outward brightness, our outward glory. But God has not taken, and God couldn't take our inward glory, our inward brightness. To bow or show his grace, for grace with suppliant knee. Suppliant means to bend down or bow knee. And defy his power, who from the terror of his arm so late doubted his empire, that were low indeed. That were an ignominy and shame beneath this downfall. if we bent down with knee, and we and if we beg forgiveness towards God, that we have did many bad things, so please God forgive us. If we do so, then it will be more shameful than that. We are now, God has cast out from heaven to hell. Now we are suffering one thing, and it is not that much of shameful if we bend down and ask forgiveness to God, that God please forgive us. We will not do that. So notice how Satan is convincing Beelzebub, and Satan's words, how Satan is actually. Although Satan is defeated by God, but he is not surrendered. Since the experience of this great event, that we revolt against God, and we have got many experience that God has the power of thunder, and we have got many experience in arms not wars, that we have our many armies, an army that is not wars, that is not very low, in foresight much advanced, and also our intelligence is much advanced than God. We may with more successful hope resolve, we can hope again that we can get heaven. Notice that they are now in hell, in such a place that hope can't stay. Hope never comes in hell. But Satan is giving hope to the fallen angels, that we can hope again, and that we can get the heaven, and we can defeat God. To wage fight, wage by force or guile eternal war. I mean, we can again get involved into a war with God. Irreconcilable. We will not surrender, or we will not talk with God, that God, we have did many wrong things, and please forgive us, and many things. To our grand foe, here the grand foe referred to God. Who now triumphs, here who referred to God, who now triumphs, and in the excess of joy, soul reigning holds the tyranny of heaven. Now who has defeated us, he is very happy, he is celebrating that, the joy, and who is reigning in heaven. Here Satan is saying that the tyranny of heaven too, and it is also referring to God. So we have discussed from line number 84 to 124, and this was the first speech of Satan. And now from this speech we have got that how Satan is, the Satan's character, that he has hatred towards God, he will not submit or yield, he will not surrender, and if he will not bend down, it will be more shameful than now they are in that hell. And yeah, that is all the things we have to remember, that how Satan is. And so look at the lines, that how Satan is convincing Beelzebub, the lines. So this was about Satan's first speech, and in the next video I will try to discuss the other speeches by Satan. In the Paradise Lost there are 5 speeches by Satan. So today I've discussed the first speech, and in my next video I will try to discuss the other speeches by Satan. So that's all about today. Thank you.